like I said, this is actual copy paper, so it's not very friendly to water. I need all eyes up here. I need you to sit down and just watch. Don't even grab a paintbrush right now. Okay, so we're going to paint light to dark in these circles. We are going to try and make it as neat as possible. We are going to make it as even as possible, and we're also going to do this square here. Would you look up at the screen for me, please? Don't worry about that. Don't be too picky right now. Okay, now the thing is if I'm going to paint light, medium, and dark on this square, I can't paint this all at once without possibly messing up. Sir, I put your paintbrush down, please. Right up here. Look up here. Matthew, put it down. Okay. So I'm going to do my very light top right here, and then I'm going to use the same color in this first circle. When I am starting with my light colors, I want a whole bunch of water and just a little tiny bit of paint. So I'm going to dab my paintbrush into the water. I'm going to take the tip of my brush and just lightly take a little bit. We'll go with orange. I just swiped it like twice, and I think that's probably enough. In fact, it's probably so much that I'm going to grab just a little bit more water. And I'm going to do the top of my box. Now oh man, it's just what I have to deal with. The top of this box is actually getting a little bit of orange color, but it's also absorbing so much water that it's turning dark. All right, I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be okay though. I can actually see some light stuff right there. All right, I'm going to use the same value, that really light orange, to paint this first circle. All right, I'm going to try and stay in the circle, so as I am painting around, I'm going to turn my paper. All right, looks like it got just a little bit darker here. All right, and I'll turn my paper again using the tip of my brush to just basically go around the circle. Hopefully when this dries, I don't know guys, it's almost like there's different computer paper because I don't remember this last year. It looks like it might be a little splotchy. But I'm going to let that dry and then I'll fix it as needed. Put your paintbrushes down over there. All right, I'm going to go on to my next circle. So I have just a little bit more paint and a little bit of water, but more paint than what I did in this one. All right, I have enough water that it's going to go around. Oop, I need a little more paint. A little more paint, a little more water. There we go. Now we can see it. And again, turn your paper as you are painting so you use the tip of your brush to do the outlining. Again, I'm assuring you guys, when we get to watercolor paper, you're going to enjoy it so much more than this stuff. It's the way it is, but it's nice to see the difference between the two. All right, so there's my medium one. As I get to this circles where I have more paint and less water, it's not going to absorb quite as much, but it's still going to on this one. All right, so I'm going to move it around. I'm going to turn my paper and I'm going to fill it in the best I can. Now this is about the medium value that I want for this one, and since this has had just a couple minutes to dry, I'm going to go ahead and do this side box. So see how I'm doing both of these at the same time? Both parts? It's so nice that I'm talking to myself, guys. Can you want to just chime in a little bit so I know you're listening? Does everybody understand I'm doing the box and the circles at the same time? Yes. Oh, there we go. Hey! Now the people watching this video know I'm actually not just talking to myself. Thank you. All right, look at how I'm turning my paper even for this. I want to go in one direction, but I am going to use the tip to just kind of get that edge. And then I'm going to paint this way. Okay, so this is my medium value box. I need to pick up just a little bit more. Hey, has my brush been in the paint much? No. All right, last hour I had a young man who was spending about 2 minutes just digging paint out of this. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I hardly ever touched my orange paint here. I'm spending more time with my paintbrush on the paper than anything else. All right, so then I have my last two circles. Again, a majority of this is going to be paint. Or excuse me, it's going to be water. But on this one, I have just about as much paint as I do water. So I'm kind of dabbing a little bit of water, a little bit of paint, turning my paper, and I'm going fast when I need to, but I don't want to spend too much time of your time. All right. As I come back tomorrow, I may look at this and say, I got to change one of these. But for the most part, this is what we're doing. We're doing paint the top and then go and then paint the side, and then we're going to finish the last one. So you guys may go ahead and begin, and I'm going to paint this last one.